Hey guys, welcome back, and in this video we are going to explore the Dev Diaries TryHackMe room, and we are going to hunt through online development traces to uncover what was left behind. So let's read this challenge. We have just launched a website developed by a freelance developer. The source code was not shared with us, and the developer has since disappeared without handing it over. Despite these, traces of the web development process and early versions of the website may still exist online. So you are only given the website's primary domain as a starting point. So this is the only information that we have is marvinly.com. This is the domain name. Right. So from this domain name, you have to answer these questions. Right. So the first question is saying that what is the subdomain where the development version of the website is hosted? So we have to find the subdomain. So that's our first task. And we have a domain name here. So when I tried to visit the domain name, it was not found. It was not available. So you can use tools like the DNS dumpster for enumerating the subdomains. So here we are going to use the dnsdumpster.com. And here I'm just pasting my domain name and clicking the start test. And here I'm able to find two subdomains. One of them is admin.marvinly.com. And here I was able to see the website. And the next one is the website.com. So here, this seems to be both similar, right? So we were able to get the website, and our question is to find the subdomain where the development version of the website is hosted. So I think the admin doesn't host the development version in this case. Maybe the UAT testing is where the development version of the website is hosted. Okay, so what is the GitHub username of the developer? To find the developer's username, you can just visit various things. From here in the contact, I was able to see a website developed by a username. So this seems to be a GitHub username. So which is the notwipecoder 23. And what is the developer's email address? You have to find the email address of the developer. So let's search here for this. And I'm not able to find any GitHub repo. So it has a GitHub repo. So let me search for github.com, and I'm not able to find that particular username. So let's use some Google Docking queries. So unfortunately, I'm not able to find anything. So let me open a GitHub page. Here we have the github.com and the name of the person, and then the repository. This is how GitHub listing that. So let's change the name to what we want. And now we have what we want. Right. So yeah, this is the GitHub repo of the notwipecoder 23, and we have to find the email if it existed somewhere. So from here we have an index.html. From here, I could not find anything email or something like that. Let me click the raw button here. So from this row also, I could not find anything that seems to be an email. Our aim is to find the email, right? So yeah. Let me move back, and here we have something called parking the domain until the issue is solved. So when I click that, this is what I have, some conversations, and I will try to find your email address, bro. And this is only we have available, but because we are now in a summit, right? So in this summit we have some other informations. So if you are in a summit, you can just enter dot patch at the end to get some information. So here you were able to see a lot of informations, which also included the node wipe code 23, the username. And from here, you were able to find the email address from the GitHub repo, right? So by putting the dot patch at the end of the URL, you will be able to get some information related to this. Right. So yeah. So after that, what reason did the developer mention in the commit history for removing the source code? So we have to go to the commit. So here we have the 4 commits, and we have to find the reason the developer raised for removing the source code. So the parking the domain until the issue is solved is not what I think. The project was marked as abandoned due to a payment dispute. So this may be the reason why he said like that. And what is the value of the hidden flag? So we have to find the hidden flag from the GitHub repo. So here we have some Exodus verse here, THM. So here you can see we have the flag. Remove the signature, but I'm leaving something as my hidden signature. So this is what it is. So yeah, that's pretty much about it. I hope you enjoyed watching this video, and this video is informative for you, I think. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.